I interrupt the regularly scheduled drop of the Breakdown of CPS Part 4 for this other very important announcement. I am of sound mind, I am mentally sharp, emotionally clear, and physically healthy. I take no medications and never have. I haven't been in any type of trouble, counseling, or court-ordered anything in over 13 years. I'm not violent, I do not promote violence, and I wish no harm to any person, including myself. So let me say that again. I'm not suicidal, I'm not unstable, and I'm not a threat. But I am watching, and I know you're watching me. To the board members, I know we see each other. I also set dead man switches. If anything happens to me or my circle, packages move, messages are sent, the files are already where they need to be. I don't need to do anything else. So if you're thinking about making me disappear, just know, I planned for that too. But today ain't for you. Today is for the 98% of the parents that you victimize, to keep your grants, your stats, and your systems running. This is for the ones you called unstable while destabling their entire lives. To every mom and dad sitting in court right now with CPS watching your face and not your heart, listen to me. This ain't about you being a bad parent. This is about a machine that gets rich when you break. They don't want your cooperation. They want your silence and your collapse. They don't need evidence. They need documentation, stuff they can code, categorize, and bill. What they call a safety plan is really a compliance script. What they call services is really state-sanctioned behavior modification. And what they call family-centered is just trauma exposure therapy without consent. Here's what they've already stamped on your file, even though you've never saw it. NS, negligent supervision. MN, medical neglect. SE, unsafe environment. FC, fatality in care. They preload this to shift liability. EM, emotional maltreatment. UP, unsafe placement. They will charge you with this after they move the kid. Now, flip back the page. Here's the trauma tags and the billables. The ICD-10 diagnostic stack on your kids. F43.10, post-traumatic stress disorder unspecified. F93.89, other childhood emotional disorders. Z63.5, disruption of family by separation or divorce. 174.3, psychological abuse, confirmed. F94.1, reactive attachment disorder. And Z65.8, other specified problems related to psychosocial circumstances. And you've got R45.851, suicidal ideation. F60.3, borderline personality traits. Z91.49, personal history of psychological trauma. F61.10, factitious disorder. That's if you question them too much. And 273.4, inadequate social support. Every diagnosis becomes a profit node. Every trauma becomes a reimbursement loop. They aren't here to help you heal. They're trying to make you predictably damaged. You're under what they call coercive power control. They remove your child, then they call your grief instability. They make you watch strangers raise your kid, then they call your panic non-compliance. They require you to attend corrective parenting classes which operate like trauma reinforcement labs. They're shaping your behavior using operant conditioning. That's the reward-punishment cycles. Systemic gaslighting, denying reality to break your sense of truth. Authority-based compliance theory, that's the Stanford prison dynamics. Institutional obedience. They weaponize psychological projection. They accuse you of what they do. They accuse you of being unstable while they're destabilizing your life. This is not therapy. This is state-manufactured CPTSD. This is learned helplessness by design. I can't give legal advice, but I will tell you what breaks the cycle. Write your affidavit, your truth, your story, your language, sworn, signed, notarized. Submit it to the court clerk yourself. Make it part of the record, because their reports strip your humanity. Yours brings it back. This is not about doing everything right. This is about being seen, uncoded, unfiltered, and unbroken. And to the ones watching me, the foundation chairs, the boardroom social workers, the $1 million trauma grant authors, the smiling policymakers, the data miners, and the boardroom members who have sat for 15 years untouched, you feel me coming, and I don't miss. But today ain't for you. Today is for the parents you're trying to break. The ones in court with CPS right now 4 feet away trying to read their body language and ignore their soul. The ones who never were offered help, just conditions, threats, and deadlines. Hold your ground. You're not unstable. You're reacting to harm. You're not broken. You're being processed. And you're not a danger. You're a survivor who scares them. You're not the villain in this story. You're the glitch in their system. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a regular guy. And I'm not a lawyer. I'm just some person.